UTPA men's basketball took the court for a game for the first time on Monday. We'll see how they did. UTPA women's basketball is just about ready to go. We have an in-depth season preview, and we'll dress up with UTPA baseball at their annual Halloween practice. This is Bronc Country. Welcome to Bronc Country. I'm Jonah Goldberg. The University of Texas Pan American men's basketball team took the court for the first time under new head coach Dan Hipsher in game conditions when they played an exhibition against Texas A&M-Kingsville on Saturday. And early on, things were working well. Look at the awareness by Justin Leathers. Makes it 3-0 Broncs. Last season, Shaquille Hines was 4 for 10 from behind the arc. Saturday, he not only made the start, but did so at the 3. And look at the big man stepping out. Not just once, but twice. We're going to stick with Hines for the rest of the half because he had a game to remember. That layup makes it 19-18, also gives UTPA the lead for good. But just for good measure, Hines adds a jumper. And then, coming down in transition, a hoop with some harm. Hines makes the free throw to convert the three-point play, finished with 18 points, 8 more than he had scored at any game last season. Broncs go up 30-21. Middle of the second half, Blake Provost seeing his first playing time in a Broncs uniform, and he played well. Makes it 50-38 Broncs. Now how about a little Javon Farrell? That's a pretty athletic dunk, but a minute later, Farrell outdoes himself. Broncs up 18. And then with 4.5 minutes left, Justin Leathers. Broncs take their largest lead at 24 points, go on to win 74-56. The Broncs made a living from the free throw line during the game, going 24 for 33. Hines joined in double figures by Farrell with 11 points, and Leathers, who had 10 points and tied with Hines for the team lead in rebounding.
I thought, Shaquille Hines was a big key, did a great job for us, cut, made shots, aggressive defender.
It was definitely just me preparing, you know what I'm saying? Going out there, do what I work on every night, you know what I'm saying? Making sure I get the team involved, make sure I do what I got to do for us to win.
As for the game as a whole, the Broncs were pleased with the results.
We were pretty nervous tonight early, blew a lot of easy opportunities, blew a lot of transition situations, but overall I was happy with the kids.
We were definitely a little bit rusty. First game, jitters playing in front of a crowd, but overall we did some good things and we got some things that we got to improve on. We did pretty good defensively. When things wasn't going our way, we didn't hang our head, so we did good.
And now that the exhibition is done, the real thing starts Friday at 7 against Sam Houston State.
Sam Houston's got a good team. They're picked up high in the Southland, got a veteran group back, and almost made the NCAA. I think they lost the championship game of the Southland Conference tournament last year. So a good group, be a good test for us.
And then a quick turnaround for the Broncs as the University of Houston comes to town Monday at 7.
The Cougars are very, very good and coming in here with a great team. And, like I say, this early season for us is very similar to an NBA preseason. We're going to play 6 games, 9 days, learn a lot about our kids, a lot about our team, hopefully stay healthy, and then kind of figure out what kind of team we are.
And while the men's team has already hit the court once, from the countdown to tip-off on the UTPA Broncs Instagram account that the women's team doesn't hit the court for the first time in game conditions until they open the regular season on Friday. What can you expect to see? Romeo Villarreal has all the details.
The women's basketball season kicks off November 8th against Schreiner University. Let's take an in-depth look at what this team is made of and what their goals are for the 2013-2014 season. Sophomore point guard Kaylin Boyd returns to UTPA for her second season with the Broncs. She started in half of the Broncs games last year, despite it being her first year on the team.
Speed has a lot to do with it, but also change of speed. So I can't be always fast. I have to go slow to fast. So that's going to be very important in the transition game, and then running set plays. That's going to play a big part in it. I would have to say probably leadership and communication. That's probably my biggest asset, trying to get everybody involved and then get the team together, rile them up and get us on the road, try to start something quick.
I'm going to I'm sort of gonna, I guess a good word is demand a lot more out of her on the defensive end than what she did last year. I think she can guard the ball, and I think she can do a lot better job than what maybe she's had to do in the past. As a freshman year, you know, she had a great learning curve. She's capable of getting to the rim. She can hit threes. But the thing I want her to do is push the ball and get her teammates in position to score. And then she's got to get back in, on the defensive end and play some great defense.
Junior shooting guard Tonisha Walker comes to the Bronx from Cowley County Community College for her first year with the Bronx. Walker was among the top 100 junior college players in the 2012-2013 season.
We have a quick team, so we're all pretty quick, so speed is what I can bring to the team. Our post players can get up and down the court. They can run, guards can run, so everyone on our team can pretty much get up and down the court. As a team, I want to win a conference and go to the tournament. That's one of I believe everybody's main goal is to win. So
her strength is athleticism, and she has good length. She's going to be able to guard the ball, and she's going to be able to knock down some threes. We had a scrimmage last week, and she hit like 6 3-pointers, 6 for 7 during the game. So she's got a lot of things that she brings to the table, but again, her defensive end of the game, her length, her quickness, her athleticism is what's going to get her on the floor for quite a few minutes, as she knows how to play defense.
Junior small forward Jasmine Thompson is returning for her third season with the Bronx. Last year, she set multiple career highs and earned a Great West Defensive Player of the Week honor.
Looking forward to the competition because UTPA really hasn't been in a division where we have competitive athletes. So it's a change for us, and we're looking forward to winning some games and giving people a show that they haven't seen before. My strongest attributes are probably getting to the basket and creating for my teammates, getting them open looks and open shots.
Jasmine is going to be able to attack the rim. She's going to be able to stop and pop and pull up the jumper. She's going to have to rebound, and she's going to have to improve on her defensive end if she wants to play the minutes that I know she wants to play, but she's really going to have to D up. And she continues to get better, and pleased with her work ethic and her passion for the game.
Junior power forward Sherelle Price, a junior college transfer from Seminole State College, where she earned junior college all-second team honors in the 2012-2013 season.
What we're lacking, I try to help and build the team. I try to help and push everybody to get better, basically. I hope, that we form a sisterhood here. It's a basketball team. We're going to be together a lot. So we're going to have to become a family in order to make this work and in order to win the WAC championship, which is our goal this year, is to win the WAC championship. Put up some banners in here that we don't have, So, yeah, that's what we're trying to do.
She's a very good shooter. I mean, she can shoot the three as good as anybody we have on the team. Again, she's going to have to be a little bit of a post presence for us. She's going to have to go get some rebounds. Again, she's 5'11", 6 foot, playing the post for us, so she's at a definite disadvantage when it comes to height. But we got some plays that we can run for her, pick and roll plays, where she can pop out and she can be open, and the bigs are going to have to come out and guard her, because if they don't, she'll knock down a three.
Junior center Brittany Bush comes to the Bronx from Cowley County Community College, where she was teammates with shooting guard Tonisha Walker. Bush helped take Cowley County to the Region 4 Junior College Championship game in the 2012-2013 season.
I'm very aggressive. I play quick. I run the floor 90% of the time. So I like to run. We have a lot of quick guards, so me being able to run the floor, then the guards can push the ball up. It's just going to help us all in all.
Brittany brings a special package to the game. I like the way that she's really gotten confidence in her offensive game, and again, her defense is what she likes to do. She likes to play physical, but she can certainly run the floor and get in position for some easy layups. So we're looking forward to seeing her really blossom as a player, and really for us to be successful, she's going to have to double-double, and she has the capabilities to do that.
Along with a strong lineup, Coach Tidwell believes he has a strong coaching staff with a strong chemistry matching that of his teams.
So we're able to read off of each other pretty quick. You know, it's like Ishii. I've known Coach Ish for over 20 years. I mean, we've been good friends, and we have talked a game of basketball all those years. He's been with me now. This is his third year. Hannah Burleson, known her since she was a child. I mean, I've seen her progress and watched her grow as a coach. And Anthony Anderson, knew him, knew of him, knew his dad. And so, yeah, we got a pretty cohesive staff, and we feed off of each other, and we learn from each other every day, and that's what makes this job pretty special. We have a cohesiveness of, we know that each other has each other's back, and you got to have that. And I feel like my team has the same philosophy.
While Coach Tidwell is quite humble, he made no secret of what he expects his team to accomplish this season.
Well, we're going to get better every day. And when you get better every day, then the chances of you putting more W's on the left-hand side compared to the L's on the right-hand side, that's what you want to do. But our goal is to get to postseason. And if we get to postseason, that would be something special for this program as we fight to bring this program to the respectability that it deserves. I have a lot of respect for the former coaches, former players here, and appreciate everything they did, and now we're just going to try to take it a step further and see if we can secure a winning season for the first time in the history of the program.
Reporting from the UTPA Fieldhouse for Bronc Country, this is Romeo Villarreal.
The Broncs open the season November 8th at home with a doubleheader as the women face Shriner and the men take on Sam Houston State. Season tickets are on sale right now. Men's tickets start at $75, women's tickets start at $50. Doesn't get much better than that. And as the basketball season start up, volleyball season starts to wind down. Next on Bronc Country, we take a look at the Bronx West Coast road trip. This commercial brought to you by Lax Furniture, an official sponsor of the University of Texas Pan American Intercollegiate Athletics.
Brave and bold, silver and gold.
We're on a mission. Aggie up.
Bronc Country just got a whole lot bigger.
Mighty Wolverines of UVU.
Join the herd. Lopes up.
Bold moves, big season, grew up.
We are the new gold standard.
We will be champions.
We are the Western Athletic Conference.
The UTPA volleyball team has been racking up quite a few frequent flyer miles lately, more than 13,500 of them in total, while playing 7 of their last 8 on the road. This incredible road swing finally came to an end this past weekend in the Northwest. Broncs making their first ever trip to Seattle. We pick it up second set. Broncs down 1-0 in the match, 8-6 in the set, but here they come. And Janae Janda makes it a 1-point set. Next serve, Maria Kleefolk ties it at 8. And then Kleefolk combines with Alicia Watson on the block to give the Broncs the lead. Nicole Masaki follows with an ace. All part of a 6-0 run that sees the Broncs go up 12-8. Redhawks come back to take a 16-14 lead, but Kasey Sanchez doesn't like that. Makes it a 1-point set. And then Masaki and Haley Durham combine on the block to tie it up at 16. Next serve, Durham. Broncs back on top. And then Sanchez makes it a 2-point advantage. Broncs still up 2 at 20-18, and that's when Janda took over. This kill makes it 21-18, 22-20, 23-20. And then, with the Broncs up 24-23 on set point, Allison Farley into the net. Broncs tie the matchup at 1. Big match for Janda, 11 kills on 296 hitting. Durham led the way with 14 kills on 333 hitting. The Broncs finished up their West Coast swing at Idaho on Saturday, and the Broncs had some kind of first set. Vandal scored the first point of the game, but that's not going to last. Alicia Watson with the left hand. That kill means Watson gets to serve An ace. Broncs go up 2-1, and you know what? They didn't trail again. That doesn't mean it wasn't close, though. There were 10 ties in the set. The last one had the score 20 apiece, and then Kasey Sanchez lets it fly. 1 point later, Haley Durham makes it 23-21 Broncs. Now it's set point. Maria Kleefolk, winner, winner. Broncs at 395 to take the first set 25-22. The Vandals get the next 3 to win the match. Durham and Watson led the Broncs with 11 kills each. Kleefolk also in double figures with 10 kills. Despite
that first set against Idaho on Saturday, we came out and we're pretty flawless. Honestly, we executed the game plan exactly how we wanted to. We actually had some calls go against us, at least in my mind, and to come out with the win was a huge positive. If we'll go out and play that same way that we did for really 2.5 sets on Saturday and probably 2 sets on Thursday, we'll see some success this week.
We have all grown as a team better. We're gaining momentum as the season goes on, obviously, and we're just getting control of our season, and we're just going to keep rolling with it and keep fighting stronger as a team.
Here's a look at the WAC standings. New Mexico State and Utah Valley at the top. The Broncs play 3 at home this week, and each opponent brings something different.
Texas Southern, start with them on Wednesday night. They're a team that is very athletic. They know how to play the game. They put together a great game last time around up at their place, which is a tough gym to play in. So we're definitely glad to be on our home floor. It feels like a long time since we've been here. I think Grand Canyon was kind of a little blip on the radar, and to be a month on the road is tough. So we've all kind of taken a deep breath today to be back in town, and we got to build that momentum on Wednesday. Go out and put a match together. I know if we come out and play well, we'll be in a good position. Get that one, move on to Chicago State, which is always a battle on Thursday. They're a team with some key players, some key components that we have to do a good job of not necessarily stopping, but containing. They've got players who are going to get their kills, but if we can slow them down a few times in key situations, again, we beat them once. We know we can go out and do it again. We just have to go out and execute the game plan. Saturday, we've got a team in UMKC that is probably one of the best blocking teams in the conference. Good size players all the way around. Up at their place, they handled us pretty well. We didn't play well against them. It's a tough matchup for us, honestly, but I'm looking forward to it again. I think if we can go out and play a faster paced game and really, work our middles, work our right sides, we can be successful. We saw components of that the last time around. If we don't pass the ball and we have to rely on our left sides to hit against 2 or 3 good-sized blockers all night, then we're going to struggle. So we've got to take care of the ball on our side. That's where it is right now. We've got to control our game and play our game, and not worry about the teams that we're facing.
First WAC championship event for UTPA came in cross country over the weekend. And how about a pair of top 10 finishes for the Broncs on the men's side, courtesy of Martin Cass and Luis Serrano. The men finished 5th after being picked 7th. The women also picked 7th, finished 6th. Strong showing for UTPA women's golf at the UTPAAthletics Invitational, picking up team and individual victories in their final event of the fall. The Broncs finished with a season-low 608, while Melissa Bernal took the individual medal with a 3 over 147. The Broncs get the next 3 months off before beginning the spring season. UTPA women's tennis with a strong finish to a solid fall season, as Regan Greenwood, Julia Perez, and Mariana Rasenhauer all won backdraw singles championship, and the duo of Perez and Ranzenhauer won a doubles championship at the Sam Houston State Bearcat Classic over the weekend. The Broncs spring dual meet schedule is expected to be available later this month. What do Tetris pieces, Sheldon Cooper, and the Riddler all have in common? Next on Bronc Country, we take you out to the UTPA baseball team's annual Halloween practice. It's become an annual tradition. October 31st comes around and everyone dresses up. But why ring strangers' doorbells asking for candy when you can play ball instead? Romeo Villarreal has the trick and the treat.
We gotta film the practice, and I think they're supposed to have a scrimmage game. So, it should be good. We should have a lot of good shots and stuff like that. I had been duped. So I decided to do the only logical thing and take off all my studio makeup. Going as myself, I was now prepared to cover the 2013 Bronx Halloween practice.
This is definitely a highlight of the semester. We get a no shower after practice, come out here sweaty and stinky and just be who we want to be.
So while the Bronx are practicing hard in the offseason, Coach Mantrana knows that all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy.
This will be our third year, and it's kind of growing a little bit each year. So it's a great time for our guys to get to dress up and act their part. So, if you're dressed like a gorilla, you got to hit like a gorilla, run like a gorilla, throw like a gorilla, catch like a gorilla. So it's a good time for them to act their part and act and have a little fun.
Sometimes baseball, you have to take a break, a mental break, and stuff like this gets you on the sane side.
Reporting from the Edinburg Baseball Stadium for Bronc Country, I am Romeo Villarreal.
Now, after the event, the Bronx went into the stands giving out candy, just one of the many ways they're a part of the community. Last year, perhaps the Bronx' most memorable activity was a bone marrow drive that saw the Bronx register 250 people. Bronx baseball and women's basketball are teaming up for another bone marrow drive later this month. And for Coach Mantrana, this kind of activity is a no-brainer.
Anytime you can do things to help other people and get your players and your athletes and your program involved and understanding, the importance of giving back, it's always a great thing. And what better thing than to be able to save a life?
The Bronx will hold the Bone Marrow Drive on the UTPA campus on November 19th. We'll have more information, such as location and time, when we get closer. But if you can't wait and want to donate now, log on to bethematch.org for more information. Want to support the Bronx the way they're supporting the community? Donate to the Bronc Athletic Fund today. You can become a member of the BAF for just $50 a year, and all of the money raised goes directly to student-athlete scholarships. So visit BroncAthleticFund.com today to see how you can make a meaningful impact on the lives of student-athletes. This commercial brought to you by Lax Furniture, an official sponsor of the University of Texas Pan American Intercollegiate Athletics.
Brave and bold, silver and gold.
We're on a mission. Aggie up.
Bronc Country just got a whole lot bigger.
Mighty Wolverines of UVU.
Join the herd. Lopes up.
Bold moves, big season, grew up.
We are the new gold standard.
We will be champions.
We are the Western Athletic Conference.
Busy week for the Bronx. Both basketball teams open the season on Friday. For the men, it's part of a 3-game homestand. Volleyball also home at long last, playing 3 home matches in 4 days. We want to thank you for stamping your passport in Bronc Country this week. Schedule another visit for next week. But until then, commercial brought to you by Lax Furniture, an official sponsor of the University of Texas Pan American Intercollegiate Athletics.
Brave and bold, silver and gold.
We're on a mission. Aggie up.
Bronc Country just got a whole lot bigger.
Mighty Wolverines of UVU.
Join the herd. Lopes up.
Bold moves, big season, grew up.
We are the new gold standard.
We will be champions.
We are the Western Athletic Conference.